Alright guys, this is not going to be any ordinary mowing video because they talk about this Cub Cadet being an extreme slope mower. We're going to take it into some conditions that I've never been in before and I don't know what I'm going to get into. So I'm actually going to be taking some extra precautions on this one. So what are we waiting for? Let's do this thing.
That's pretty sweet.
This is going to be huge. Alright guys, so what I've done is I put a plumb bob on this mower just to show you exactly how far off center we are. Right now we're exactly at 25 degrees and that's what this mower is rated for, but we're going to be taking it into here and we don't know what we're going to find. We're going to have a little bit of fun today, so let's do this thing. Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. A helmet? Really? Well, here's something you guys don't know. Back when I was like 16, 17, I was driving a four-wheeler in an almost identical situation, and I flipped it over and cut my forehead off. Right here, all the way through here. The whole thing just peeled right off like an orange. I had to it actually fell down over the rest of my face, and I had to hold it up in place to drive myself to the hospital, which was about 25, 30 miles away. So I looked at this situation and thought, it would make a good video, but I don't want my forehead cracked open like a hard-boiled egg again. So I'm gonna put on a helmet. It is what it is. All right, you guys, this is gonna be an adventure. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Drive it like it's not your own. Because this one's not mine. Guys can't see and what I can't see is there's a drop off right to the right of me and I know it's there, I just can't tell where the edge is, and I was a little nervous about just hitting that and having the whole thing just go back end over tea kettle. Alright, I gotta show you guys what you guys can't see from that camera up there. Concrete block. mud, water. Oh my God. Cricket's getting it on. I tell ya, I'm driving through this thing looking down. My tires are spinning, but the mower just keeps going. This thing is awesome. Oh, holy crap, that is fun. Oh my gosh, that engine didn't even bog down. Now I'm gonna shut up and let you guys listen to the engine, but I need you to also know that I'm only running at about 3/4 throttle. I don't have it wide open, and it's just pure powering through this thing. These Kawasaki power plants on mowers are awesome. Kawasaki doesn't know me from Adam. What would you say that is? 8 foot. And it's thicker than the hairs on a gorilla's back. All right, well, you know what? Let's keep going. We got more to mow. We'll see how far we can go. They got something to pull me out if I get stuck. Get something else to help pull us out. Tested it on 25-degree slope. We tested it against some 8-foot tall grass. You said you had a field back there, Paul?
Yep.
All right, what are we looking at next?
Let's run back there and take a look.
All right, what do you want to do? Let's go back there. And if you guys are in the Buffalo area, man, the guys that help us make these videos, support them as well. Yep. All right, let's head. Seems like there's two kinds of people in this world. There's the kind of people that love to sit down on their mowers and mow, and the guys that love to stand on their mowers and mow. And Aaron from Cub Cadet and I are going to have a very frank discussion about the differences between those. But I want to hear from you guys. Which are you? Are you a sit-down guy and why? Or are you a stand-on guy and why? And you're going to find out which one I am and like now. Sit down versus stand on. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think there's two different ways to think about it. You know, a lot of guys are going to stand-ons, and a lot of that is due to productivity. If you're doing a lot of smaller areas, a lot of residential properties, a lot of commercial properties that are tight, there's a lot of advantages with stand-ons, right? They're a lot smaller footprint, so they're easier to get in and out of places. If you got to go around a lot of trees or landscaping, you can duck around them. One big advantage I see with a stand-on is picking up trash.
The garbage factor.
We were talking about this earlier, right? You're sitting on a sit-down unit. You said it perfectly. You said, well, I got to think, am I going to pick this up or am I just going to run over it? You know, with a stand-on, it kind of takes that out of the equation, but it does. If you look at the timing, it's about a minute per piece of trash you pick up. So throughout time, that's gonna add up at the end of the day for productivity.
Now, you said something off camera that I thought was pretty interesting. You said there was a guy that was an adamant stand-on fan, but he sold sit-down just like you guys do, right? Yeah. And he said when people came up and said, how much is that sit-down going to cost me? What did he say to you?
He would say it'd cost you $10,000 a year to run that sit-down unit because you're going to lose productivity. I don't always agree with that. I think there's a kind of yin and yang to run stand-ons versus sit-down units. If you're doing a lot of big open spaces like you see here out here in this big open field, you're not going to see much productivity difference really between a stand-on and a sit-down. I think your sit-down might even be a little faster. You know, if you got a bad back, you might like standing up. I got a bad back. I love standing up to do stuff. If you got bad knees or hips, maybe sit-down's better for you.
Okay, so you said something that I thought was pretty interesting. If you've got a bad back, you might want to stand up.
Correct.
Why do you say that? Because the opposite would be coming to mind. You
right.
Want to sit down.
So when you're standing up, one, your body is in its natural position, right? Your body's not meant to do this. And then when you're sitting down on a piece of equipment or in your truck, your spine is going into your tailbone and it's doing this all day long. When you're standing up, you're using your knees as a shock absorber. The largest muscle in your body, your quads, is allowing you to kind of use your body as a shock absorber versus just your back.
So I want to point something out, and I really want to bring this point home that you just said, Aaron. When I drive a skid loader all day long, they don't have air ride seats, and you're bouncing in that, and some of you guys watching this video will be able to actually testify to this, and I want to hear your stories. You get out of that, you feel like you've aged 10, 15 years after a hard day of bouncing around in a skid loader all day long. For one, your legs are shot.
Right.
Right?
Because they're like this the whole time.
Because they're like this the whole time. Your back is shot. You get out of it, and you're like, and it takes you 5-10 minutes to stretch back out. So think of it that way. There may be some inherent benefits health-wise to using a stand-on versus sit-down, but you know, we're not trying to sell people on one or the other. We want to have a very brutal, frank conversation about the benefits of one versus the benefits of the other. And all you've talked about so far is the benefits in reality of a stand-on versus a sit-down.
Right.
What's the benefits of a sit-down?
Ground speed, you know, like this machine that we're sitting in front of, it's a 12-mile-an-hour machine. Our single-wheeled 900 series goes 14 mile an hour. So if you're doing maybe like a big condo area or a big commercial complex, and you're driving from back there up to where your trailer is for whatever reason, where you're roading the unit, like a municipality, a lot of times they'll road a unit, okay? Having higher ground speed is going to get you there quicker, you know, and things like that. Then we have the technology of our S unit on a sit-down unit, which also helps with your hillside stability and people working on it or using the machine. It's a little bit easier in that.
So I want to hear from you guys next. Are you a sit-down or a stand-on type of a guy? I will tell you right now, we started out with stand-on units, and we've got a few sit-down units, and to get the guys to actually use those sit-down units is like pulling teeth. It's like, no, we need to use the sit-down unit, but even we have some pretty big, wide-open complexes, but I'll tell you the comfort level, the pucker factor, when you're going on a hill, on a sit-down unit versus a stand-on unit. Now, I'm not talking about something designed like this, designed for slopes. I'm talking about an average one. You don't want to be sitting down if you're on a steep hill. You want to just be able to let that thing go. All right, there she goes. I'm not going with it. I'm not the captain of this ship. I don't have to go down with it. Let that sucker fly. I'm just going to let it buck. I'm going to step right off the back. I mean, I'll tell you right now, that saved my life. I had a mower hit the wall and almost flip over, and if I'd been in a sit-down unit, I would have probably gone with it, and I just step away. There she goes.
Exactly. And I don't disagree with you. I love running stand-on machines. I think they're highly productive, and if you look at the industry trends of what is being sold, the stand-on business is going up at a very rapid pace, where a lot of your sit-down units are starting to flatten out, and so a lot of landscapers are going that route for sure because they see all those advantages.
All right, so now the next thing is you guys read the comments, because there's going to be so many people with experience on both units, and I want to hear what you guys like, sit down or stand on. But we've got a pretty unique machine we're going to be looking at. It's a brand new stand-on unit that you guys are delivering, that what I've seen in the features were amazing. Shut up. Really?
I want you to stand on the deck.
All right, I'm going to do it. Even my toe was under there. Not exaggerating. I've never seen these on a machine ever. I mean, you've got 3 features that on that machine that I can think of right off the bat that I've never seen on anything else. Is that right?
That's totally right. Yep.
Wait a minute. 3-year no hour limit warranty?
No hour limit. Run them. Yep. Exactly.
This is going to be awesome. You think what you saw was cool? We got a lot more stuff. All right, you guys, that's what we got for you today. Make sure you stick around, because in the next one, we're going to be showing you a brand new mower that's never been seen before, and it's coming at you right down the pipeline. God bless you guys. Go get them. And while you're here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and check out the video there, and then hit the bell notification. It's like up in the corner. And what that does, that lets you know when I put up a new video. That's all I got for you today, guys. We will see you on the next one.